Hi guys, today we will discuss a very common question that can we connect car subwoofer directly to our home theater or not? The answer is yes, but it has some conditions. So we'll discuss both the scenarios where we can connect our car subwoofer to a directly home theater and where we can not. So I'll show you two examples here. In first example, you can see. Let me just focus. Okay. So if you'll see in first example, our car subwoofer has 300 RMS. Generally, the starting level subwoofers has our total RMS power of 300 or 325 RMS. So I'm just taking an average of 300 RMS, and the ohms are 4. Generally, single coil woofers has a 4 ohm impedance, but if you see the Pioneer subwoofers, these are typically on 2 ohms because they are dual call voice calls. And the my typical home theater, which is a Sony, has a subwoofer output of 285 RMS and at 1.5 ohms. So here you can see the home theater subwoofer output is ohm is less than the car subwoofer because it has a 1.5 ohms and the car subwoofer 4 ohms, and the RMS power is almost matching. You can easily connect the car subwoofer to the home theater system. But if you go to this example 2, here a home theater subwoofer output is 285 RMS but on 6 ohms. Please notice the subwoofer home theater ohm is 6 ohms, which is higher than the car subwoofer. So your home theater amplifier will not be able to handle the load of car subwoofer. So in that case, please do not connect. It will damage your home theater amplifier, and I would not suggest to just connect your car subwoofer at your home theater. But if you go to the example 1, so you can easily connect subwoofer, amplifier will not heat, you will not have any damage here. Yes, the car subwoofer will not get the complete RMS power because the ohms are different. You will having this a bit power loss, but not that much. You can feel your subwoofer will still pump like a pro. So this is the case. So let me show you the demo as well. I'll show you my subwoofer how it's performing, and before doing that, I want to mention one thing. So many people will say why there is a need of connecting car subwoofer at home and these kind of stuff. The reason one, our home theater setups give us quality. There is no dispute in that. I'm agree with that. But if you see the boom boom sound when you hear on road the car passes away and you see boom boom sound and the low bass, that sound will not be you'll hear through your stock home theater sub like this. For that sound you will have to connect your car subwoofer, and this is the 1.7 cubic feet box, and the subwoofer is around 13-14 year old. And they, I mean, how much old this subwoofer, it doesn't matter, but it matters how how a person kept this for years. So this is the, you can see it's looking like new, but it also performed like new. So this is my car subwoofer which I have directly connected to my Sony home theater AV receiver and on the black one. So let me give you a demo.
Twerk it, baby.
I'm just using this amplifier on 30% volume now. As you can, you have seen that performance of the subwoofer, and you can imagine if I'll run it on around full volume or 80% volume, you can imagine how this subwoofer will perform. So it is very safe to connect the subwoofer at home, but as I've shown you two example, you must need to check the how much subwoofer output your home amp is producing, your home theater is producing, and basically the most important thing is at what ohms of your home theater amplifier should be lesser than the car subwoofer. So thank you guys. If you have any comments, if you have suggestions, please write in the comment section, and hide if you like that video, please hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you so much.